Yeah, Deuce, if you can just take me through the third and 13 play, the long touchdown run, what you saw there, and did you feel like pre-snap that had a chance to pop the way it did?
Yes, sir. The coaches all throughout the week, we had seen that look whenever it was a third and long. They would really be in a really soft coverage to the point where they kind of drop everybody outside to just kind of like drop back into like a zone to the point where you can't get to the outside or anything like that. So left the open in the middle, and then whenever you get it through, it's kind of one-on-one with the safety. And all week we've kind of been saying, hey, you know, opportunity to make somebody miss in the middle. And it presented itself, and they put me in a great situation to go make a play.
Hey, Deuce, this team's been pretty confident through the offseason despite what happened last year. How reaffirming was this performance?
It was very reaffirming. Just the fact that we had been working for this since the winter. Whenever that Texas game ended and everybody came back after that break and we came back into the winter, we've been putting in so much work to go out and do what we did today, and I'm so proud of everybody that went out there and played today because, man, I mean, it's a great team win. It's a great start, great foundation. We have a lot of work to do.
Hey, Deuce, how you doing? I talked to you on Sunday about some of this stuff, but just can you put into words how it felt to be running toward the end zone and to get in the end zone here at the stadium? And I know this means so much to you.
It was pretty unreal to even have this opportunity to play in this stadium is once in a lifetime, but to be able to score a touchdown in it is something crazy, and it's something I'll never forget, and just had so much fun out there today.
Hey, Deuce, how did you feel about your O-line's performance today?
I feel like they were fantastic today. It's something that whenever we got into the winter and everybody was staying, we had all five returning, we were like, this is something that's going to be pretty special because we're going to have that cohesiveness whenever we come back in the fall. And, I mean, the way that they played together, the way that they passed things off, I mean, it was like poetry in motion, and they were opening up gaps. And, I mean, I give all credit to them for everybody's performance today.
Yeah, Deuce, what was the confidence level that you've seen in the offensive line to be able to play 7-8 guys and be able to fill in for a starter and keep the level of play at the same high level?
Yeah, a whole bunch of confidence. Just from the mere fact that, like I said, we have everybody returning. Everybody has that experience from last year, and we've built on it. We went in the spring, and when you're facing a really good defense like we showed today in the spring, it helps you a whole bunch. And then in the fall camp, whenever you're doing good on good stuff, it really helps you whenever you're playing against a Timmy Horn or a Felix Ndike Nzama, and just players like that every single day, to the point where, I mean, when you get out here, it's like, okay, we prepared for this, and we just got to go play football now as a team, as a unit.
Deuce, after a game like this, I'm sure it's satisfying to know that you won despite leaving some plays out there, and I'm sure you'll know more after you look back at it. But just right now, what are some things you know the offense can still do better?
We can eliminate some penalties. I feel like as a unit, we had too many penalties, and I feel like we made a whole bunch of explosive plays, but we didn't really hold on to the football a lot. I feel like in the first half, Stanford really managed the time of possession pretty well, and that's just something that we talked about during halftime is like we're going to have to sustain some drives. Even though if an explosive happens, that's what hey, we're going to go and we're going to go fast. But if we need to sustain some drives well to the point where we kind of keep our defense off the field, because whenever they're flying around and they're healthy and they're not as gassed, they're a pretty lethal unit.
When Coach Kleiman was up here, he mentioned that during that last timeout, you guys discussed just the fact that, we're not going to punt this dang ball, and I'm sure that's not exactly how it was phrased. But could you just kind of take us through what that last timeout was like, and knowing, one, that you were going to go for it, and two, how it felt to seal it, and you were the one who got the first down to round the clock?
Yes, sir. Before we were in the huddle, before we went back to the sideline, and Skylar came up to me and said, "We're not putting this football. We're going for it." And everybody in the huddle said, "Oh yeah." And so we ran back, and first thing Coach Kleiman said without hesitation, said, "We're going to finish this game on offense." And we all looked at each other and we said, "That's exactly what we're going to do." We went out there, executed the play, got the first down. I mean, just overwhelming type of reaction whenever you saw everybody walk into the 50 after that, and just you put the game away as an offense. That's big time.
Deuce, what did it feel like just to be back out there on the field with Skylar? Obviously, you played less than half of a season with him last year. Just what did it feel like to be back there with him?
Fantastic. It just showed me, again, how fantastic of a player he is, how smart of a player he is whenever we're checking things and stuff like that, and he's putting everybody in the best possible situation to go and be successful on the field. I mean, he's a game manager without a doubt, and man, I'm so happy to have him back, and I'm so happy for him to get this season back because man, he's an unbelievable football player and an unbelievable person.
Okay, we do have one Zoom question. Let's go to Adam Orduna. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, how's it going? Deuce, I just want to say, hey, this is a huge game, and the fact that you guys were able to really win this game handily, really when it came down to defense and what you guys were able to do running the football, what does that mean for the program? And getting a win like this in Dallas against a team like Stanford, how does that make you guys feel right now moving forward?
It means two things. All before the game, Coach Kleiman talked about believing in yourself, and that's what we did. We believed we had a really good defense. We believed we had a really good offense, and we came out here and we showcased that. And, man, it's just something to build on. And then number two, it just shows how much of, even though we won pretty handedly, some would say, we have a lot of work to do, and that starts again on Monday. And then we got SIU, and now we're looking forward because we can always get better. So many things to touch up, but it's just a great foundation win, great team win, and I mean, I'm so excited with this team.